happy readers. It's Shedtime Stories with Issy. Are you ready for us to share a new story? I hope so. The title of the book I have chosen is The Right Place. If you have this book at home, you can read along with me. The author, the person who has written the story, is Beatrice Masini, and the illustrator, the person who has drawn all the pictures, is Simona Mulazzani. Now, this story is about a little squirrel who wakes up after his long winter nap. But something's not right. I wonder if all his woodland friends might be able to help him. Shall we find out? The Right Place. When Squirrel woke up from his long rest, something didn't feel right. His hole in the tree was still messy with dirty cups and plates everywhere, just as he'd left it before the cold came. The outside air had the scent of melted snow and fresh green leaves. It made his hole feel dark and gloomy. Squirrel didn't like that feeling. His hole was no longer the right place. Squirrel climbed down the trunk of the tree and started walking. He was hungry and thirsty after sleeping so much. He filled his belly with fresh shoots and drank the water that was gathered in a big leaf. He felt better, but there was still something missing. I know, Squirrel thought suddenly. I need the right place. Squirrel didn't know why his old hole wasn't the right place, so he decided to ask around for some help. Woodpecker, where do you think the right place is? Woodpecker drilled into the tree trunk with his big beak. Please tell me, Squirrel insisted. Holes, Woodpecker said after a pause. Holes, holes. And he carried on with his work. Turtle, where do you think the right place is? Turtle was walking and thinking very slowly. After 5 steps in 5 hours, she finally said, inside. Then, without saying any more, she retreated inside her shell. Bird, where do you think the right place is? Bird was very busy trying to make tea and keep her eggs warm at the same time. The nest, she answered, is safe from the wind. Would you like a worm? Tasty, said Squirrel, even though it wasn't. Thanks. Mole, where do you think the right place is? Below, Mole said, and disappeared underground. Squirrel was getting nowhere with all these answers. I will ask Owl, he decided finally. She is the wise one. She will know where the right place is. Owl, where do you think the right place is? Squirrel asked. Above, Owl answered. You can see and know everything from above. Now Squirrel was very confused. How could a place be inside, above, and below, both a nest and a hole? Does a place like that even exist? Squirrel asked himself. He fell asleep thinking. As he slept in Owl's tree above, he dreamt of a place that was both a nest and a hole, that was inside, above, and below too. When Squirrel woke up, he had a plan. He picked out a very big tree with deep roots and large long branches. Time to get to work, Squirrel said. But first, I'm going to need some help. Squirrel called Woodpecker, who drilled holes. He called Mole, who dug tunnels. He called Bird and all her friends to make nests. He called Turtle, who decorated the inside. And he called Owl, so they could have someone wise around. When they were all done, there were tunnels below, nests in the branches above, and holes inside the big tree. Everything was perfect. In the big tree, everybody had a place. Everybody was happy and everybody was where they wanted to be. This is great, Owl said. We can all stay together. Squirrel finally understood what he was missing. Before, he was alone, but now he was with his friends. The right place is where we all stay together, he said. You said a very wise thing, Owl agreed. And from her, that was a big compliment. Oh, that was a beautiful story. I liked the way Squirrel asked all his friends if they could help him. And even though they couldn't straight away, what Squirrel worked out was that all his friends were very important to him. I wonder if you could build a tree house. How would you build it and who would you have there to help you? I hope you've enjoyed today's Shed Time story. If you want to, you can like, share, follow and subscribe to Shed Time Stories. And then you will be ready for the next book for us to share together. Bye-bye.